Alright, so as you clicked on this video, you probably noticed one thing. You can actually fly, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know you're probably floating inside your chair right now. Definitely not kidding at all. If you don't leave a like right now, then you will definitely lose your ability to fly forever. Leave a like. No, but what's up everybody? First I just want to go ahead and say thanks for all the support in yesterday's video. We got like an entire 30,000 likes in one day. That's actually crazy. You guys always seem to blow my mind every single video, so I really appreciate all the support, genuinely. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about a little bit of a news segment that I found. In this news segment, we have a 14-year-old boy who was given the chance of a lifetime to basically get a company buyout basically for $30 million, which he actually ended up rejecting, which is probably going to be one of his biggest mistakes inside of his entire life. Because I don't know, man. If you have an idea and a company wants to buy your idea for $30 million and you reject it, then I mean, you gotta be pretty stupid. Me sitting here 15 years old right now, okay, 1 year older than this kid, alright, if I were to have an idea and a company were to want to buy it for $30 million, I don't know, man, there's not much more that I could really ask for. I don't know if this kid was expecting a higher offer, I don't know if he was wanting something more or something different, but I mean, hey, this kid made a pretty weird, strange decision that a lot of people probably wouldn't make. So let's see how things went for him and let's see his side of the story here.
My name is Taylor Rosenthal. I'm 14 years old and I'm the CEO of RecMed First Aid. I make computerized and robotic vending machines that allows parents and adults to get quick and easy access to first aid supplies when and where they'll need them.
Alright, so firstly, that's a cool ass product that this kid is making. It actually sounds genuinely useful and like it'll actually be really helpful to a lot of people. Like I can imagine millions of people using this, okay? It sounds like it would come in handy at a lot of different places, alright? However, a $30 million offer, dude, that's a lot of money. That would fund this guy's entire life. That is an endless supply of Robux, dude. Imagine how much swag you would have on Roblox. This guy would be slaying all the Roblox hoes left and right, dude.
Imagine you're at an amusement park and your child falls and scrapes their knee. Well, instead of having to wait in that long ENT line for an hour, wasting possible fun time, you could walk up to our machine and get quick and easy access.
Imagine a world where you have a $30 million idea and somebody tries to give you $30 million and you tell them no, and then your product never ends up existing. $30 million! I want to drown myself. The entire L that this kid took, dude, just, it makes me feel like I failed. Okay, it is 2019. I've never seen this kid's product anywhere. I've never seen any of these vending machines to help people anywhere. He missed a lifetime opportunity, a chance of a lifetime, something that, like, you know, nobody ever gets offered $30 million, dude. That's crazy. And at 14 years old, he just, he let it go by.
I played baseball for 9 years, and every time a kid got hurt, I would notice that a parent wouldn't be able to find just a Band-Aid. And I tried to come up with something in an 8th grade class called the Young Entrepreneurs Academy.
Knock, knock. Oh, who's there? A $30 million offer. No thanks. I sincerely apologize if throughout this video I end up dwelling on this a lot, but it's like, it genuinely, I'm not even kidding at this point, it actually does hurt to see this kid decline a $30 million offer in hopes of something better and just never getting his product out there ever. Just seeing somebody that short into their young life pass up such a great opportunity in hopes of something better and to just, it never got anywhere after that, dude. He missed his chance. He missed his shot. Unless he makes another golden idea, then I mean, he's just gonna have to have a normal life. This kid had a chance at being successful, but I don't know, man. This really just shows me that sometimes you just gotta say yeah. Can't get too picky, can't get too greedy, because if you do, then you end up not ever getting your product out there. It's just a sad reality that sometimes you just gotta say, yes, I will take a $30 million offer. God damn, dude, $30 million, bro. This kid obviously is probably regretting this decision every single day. One day is gonna be like 90 inside of a goddamn nursing home. Mr. Jenkins, what's on your mind? Well, f***, I ruined my life. I almost got $30 million and I said no. What the f***?
I started out sitting at sporting events selling first aid kits, just pre-packaged first aid kits, and I noticed how much it would cost to pay somebody minimum wage to sit out at a tournament for 6 hours. I had to find a way around that, so I pivoted to a vending machine.
Okay, so while I definitely don't agree with this kid passing by a $30 million opportunity, I do gotta say that this kid seems to have a really good heart. He seems like a really genuinely nice guy. Like, he's obviously not a dumb kid by any means. He was able to create this entire goddamn vending machine idea, and he was able to become a 14-year-old CEO. This seems like a genuinely good kid, you know. He actually had a really good idea idea here that was actually meant to help people. You don't usually see this stuff from people around my age, dude. The closest thing that we would have to a goddamn CEO right now is some random 15-year-old at your local high school trying to market a bunch of jewels to freshmen. Another thing, actually, jewels are the lamest thing of all time, dude. I swear to God. If I had $1 for every 12-year-old or freshman that I've seen hitting a jewel, dude, I'd literally have enough money to buy this kid's fucking idea. Stop jewel abuse today, dude. That shit is actually so uncool. It's so annoying. You pull up to school and you got 15 kids that don't even go here hitting a goddamn jewel inside of the parking lot. Try a cigarette, deep fry your lungs, you Just kidding, guys.
We actually have a soft purchase order from a national amusement park group for 100 units, and we talked to several other big companies about buying the vending machines.
A $30 million idea passed up, dude. $30 million! And Jesus Christ, I just realized that, like, I'm almost done with this with this entire source material video. And we're only like 5 minutes in, dude. This video was so short, actually. Like, goddamn, a 1-minute news story, dude. How do you make content out of this? Anyway, so this kid seems to have a good heart. I actually do feel pretty bad about the fact that this kid passed up a $30 million opportunity and didn't ever get to get his product out there because nobody else wanted to buy it. If you're going to try to get a higher offer than $30 million to pocket, dude, then there's something wrong with you. You just gotta take what you can get at that point. It's not like they lowballed it and said like $10,000 or something. They really offered this 14-year-old kid, $30 million. What are you even gonna do with that, dude? What are you gonna buy? Is a tech? Are you gonna become a goddamn professional fingerboarder? Like, what do you even do with $30 million at that age? In general, if you're 30 years old, what do you do with $30 million, dude? $30 million is just so much money that, like, it just hurts. It literally hurts to see this kid take this big of an out. Because not only did he miss out on getting his product out there and helping a lot of people like he wanted to, but this kid didn't even get anything out of it, dude. Nobody's using the vending machines. He got no money whatsoever, and now he looks like a clown all over YouTube. There have been like 30 re-uploads of this video that are also a minute long. That just have this kid basically being like, yep, I made this, I'm pretty proud of it, and wanted to do this with it. And all the comments are literally just like, it is the year 2077X, I am yet to see this product in stores, it does not exist. Like, it has never appeared anywhere, it just never has gotten out there. And it wasn't a bad idea either, it's just that, you know, this kid was probably asking for way too much money, and he just got unlucky.
It's hard to balance it out with school and other things, and also some adults don't take me as serious as they would another adult. I have a second idea. We cannot talk about it yet.
Well, you know, I hope that this kid actually takes an offer this time. But anyways, that's the end of their video. It was honestly a pretty short video. It was 1 minute long, and I don't even know how I got this far inside of the video with that. And honestly, since you guys enjoy the longer videos, I guess I'm just going to have to talk for a little bit longer. I'm going to tell you guys a bit of a story time, like I usually do. But this story's going to be a little bit longer than usual, okay? We're going to make it around, I don't know, like 8 minutes long, I'd say. Because you guys have really been killing it with the support of the longer videos, dude. Like, I didn't expect anybody to like them this much. But the fact that so many of you are really watching through all these 15 to 17 minute long videos just means a lot. And, makes me feel pretty appreciated, dude. No, but on a real note, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Anyways, to get into a bit of a story time here, today we're going to be talking about a pretty interesting one. I'm going to be telling you guys another story about that weird Pokemon kid from the other video, from the other day. You guys seem to really end up enjoying that story that I told at the end of my video about how that kid basically went Super Saiyan over some Pokemon cards. I don't remember the fake name that I gave him last time, so I'm just going to refer to him as Hunter, okay? So Hunter, he was a pretty strange kid back in school. If you didn't see the story time the other day, basically he ended up going Super Saiyan over some Pokemon cards that he lost, or thought that he lost. He thought that he had misplaced his cards, so he started screaming at the entire class trying to shut down the classroom. And it turned out that the cards were actually just chilling inside of his hand. Didn't even realize. What an alpha male. No, but basically that kid ended up being shunned for a while after that. Nobody really wanted to hang out with the kid because he was kind of a... I don't really know the right word to use here without being mean, but he wasn't really the guy that people wanted to talk to, okay? He would run to lunch with his hands behind his back like he was Naruto or something. That kid thought that he was an anime character. He freaked out over Pokemon cards in the 7th grade. But however, one day, in 8th grade, he became a stud. Basically, he ended up finding a woman for himself, okay? He ended up finding a very wonderful lady. So Hunter and this lady seemed to hit it off pretty well. They seemed to have a lot in common. They were both pretty nerdy. They both, you know, weren't very well liked because they both, they would run to lunch like Naruto once again, and they would go Super Saiyan over the weirdest things in the world. They would just do a lot of weird things, had these freak out moments in front of literally everybody that would make just about everybody in that time span uncomfortable, I guess you could say. Because when you have a guy that's trying to hold you hostage because he lost his Pokemon cards, you know, you don't really feel too safe around him. But anyways, one day he finds this little female friend. I'm gonna call her let me think of a very unattractive name. I'm gonna call her and I don't care if my mic pops when I make that noise. Okay, so Hunter and we're pretty close together, okay? I'm gonna do this the whole video. So Hunter and were pretty close together. They had been dating for, I don't know, I don't really want to assume. I'm just gonna say like a week or so. So a week into dating, there was a bit of a school dance going on inside of the 8th grade. I think it was formal or something. And not formal. They really just, they lost their minds. They went pretty crazy, okay? To describe for all of you, was a pretty nerdy girl. She would wear anime tees to school and stuff like that. Pretty bad acne. Not that that's a problem, you know. Everybody gets acne. It's a normal part in growing up. So she had acne, wore anime shirts, and was usually a pretty shy person in most scenarios until she ended up meeting Hunter. Because when she met the guy, dude, they ended up becoming the weirdest people of all time, okay? So it all starts inside of formal in like 8th grade, okay? Most people ended up showing up inside of like tuxedos or something. I was really icing out inside of my little tux. I had a little top hat on, dude. I was looking pretty saucy, iced out. And Hunter and showed up wearing, you know, pretty casual clothes. Nothing wrong with that at all, actually. But they showed up wearing some anime shirts and jeans, okay? Where it got weird, though, is they had on these little Naruto headband things. If you've ever seen Naruto, right? They have, like, the village headbands with a certain village kind of like sign or trademark sort of thing to it on their headband, just kind of engraved on there. And they had those on, okay, and they had on these little furry tails. And the girl ended up having on some cat ears. I'm not sure if Hunter did or not, but she just kind of stood out to me. So they were running around the entire time being really touchy-feely on each other, which is, you know, go crazy, dude. Do what you want to do. But they would do it literally so in front of people that it just felt so weird, dude. Like, at a point, I was just chilling with my friends, right? We're all just sitting down at a table, just relaxing, right? And they're literally, like, not even a few feet in front of us. They're so close to us, dude. Like, we could smell their stench. They were just standing in front of us in the goddamn low or something, bro. They were just hitting every type of dance possible, having a great-ass time. They were doing that one dance off of SpongeBob, and they were ripping their pants every single time. Just a bunch of family-friendly content. So basically, they end up dancing around, having a pretty great-ass time. Okay, they're having a very fun time. When one of them bumps into the table. So when they bumped into the table, my friend's phone was basically, like, chilling on the side of it. And then his phone ended up falling down, hitting the ground, and shattering. Not, like, shattering as in, like, breaking or anything, but, like, the screen shattered, had, like, the spiderweb cracker or something like that. Like, the screen still worked, but it cracked pretty hard. When his phone cracked, dude, this guy ended up getting really, really pissed. And honestly, rightfully so, but at the same time, it was an accident. They shouldn't have been dancing so close to our table, but it's like they didn't mean to knock his phone over. But I can understand from both parties, you know, I can understand both sides. So at this point, my friend ends up getting pretty pissed off, and he goes up to Hunter, and he's just like, yo, you and your freak girlfriend need to get out of here. Because, you know, from his point of view, this guy was obviously pretty upset. His phone just broke. His parents are going to be pissed at him. But anyways, he goes up to this guy, and when he senses Hunter, his animal instincts kick in. He gets on all fours, transforms into the nine-tailed fox. I'm exaggerating so hard, but he ends up kind of, like, getting into some weird fighting stance, and, like, it looked like some sort of weird, like, anime-ass fighting stance. His hands were put up all weird with, like, his fingers, like, extended or something. Guy looked like he was fresh out of some Street Fighter, Dragon Ball Z looking-ass game, dude. It was just kind of awkward, to be honest with you. I didn't really know what to say. So I just kind of sat back and looked at everything unfold, and I just thought to myself, damn, I really wish that I could record this. But I didn't want to be that guy screaming World Star inside of the background, so I just stayed sitting down. I kept my mouth shut. I was just being quiet, you know? When these people just start going into a full-on brawl for no real reason, dude, these guys just start straight up fighting in front of literally everybody. These guys are just straight up throwing hands for no reason. So they just start throwing hands, okay? It goes pretty crazy. The girlfriend ends up stepping in, and she starts, like, spitting on my friend or whatever like that, trying to scratch him. I don't know, this girl probably thought that she was a cat or something. Pretty weird kink or whatever. I'm not even gonna get into all that. So they end up trying to jump my friend or whatever, but he ends up just completely just... let me think of a word here. He uses the goddamn Ultra Kamehameha on this Hunter kid and blasts him away for good. Transformed into a goddamn Super Saiyan 2 or something, bro. It was crazy. Treated Hunter like he was Cell. But anyways, so he absolutely demolishes Hunter, which was honestly pretty sad to see Hunter take defeat. But I guess that's what happens when you dance too close to a table. You have on a goddamn tail. A tail in your little fairy tale shirt. But anyways, you know, it's none of my business. Not even trying to judge, bro. If you guys want to wear that stuff, go ahead and wear it. I just thought that, you know, it was just a pretty funny story. But anyways, so he gets into this fight. He gets completely demolished by my friend. When he honestly could have just walked away and apologized and, like, said he was sorry and that he didn't mean to. But Hunter got into his little anime fighting stance, and yeah, I guess it's just how things unfolded. Him and ended up being together for a good amount of time. I haven't seen them in a while, but last time I saw them, they were still running around together, being little anime characters, and honestly, they seem pretty happy. I'm not even gonna go in on them. Be happy, doing whatever you want to do. If you want to be a little anime character, bro, go ahead, have a great ass time, knock yourself out. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video right there. Completely unrelated story to the video whatsoever. It didn't make any sense at all, but I just wanted to tell that little life story because you guys seem to be enjoying those, and you guys like the longer videos. If you guys ended up enjoying my commentary, then be sure to leave a like, okay? Be sure to comment down below telling me that you'd like to see more if you would like to see more, and if you hate me, then no, dude, I don't know why I felt the need to do that. No, but I hope that you guys ended up enjoying this video. You guys have been showing a bunch of crazy ass support recently, and I really appreciate it. Sorry that the video was so short. Like, commentary wise, it was so short, and I'm sorry. It was a 1 minute long video. I didn't realize until I had already gotten like 3 minutes in. I was like 3 or 4 minutes into my video, and then I'm just like, oh god damn, I only have like 30 seconds left of footage. So I'm genuinely sorry about all that, and I hope that you guys don't end up beating me up over this. Yeah, tomorrow's video will be a lot longer, and it'll be mostly commentary, I promise. I'll try to make it almost all commentary if I can, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. Thanks again for 30,000 likes on yesterday's video. Let's shoot for 5 likes today. 5 entire likes. And if you made it to the very end, then be sure to comment saying, let me think here. Lol. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. Bye-bye.
Wake up every day and it just feels repetitive. Think I need to chill, I think I need a sedative. I think depression's hitting me, I think it's finally setting in. Drifted to my feet and settling just like sediment. Coasting and walking down this road called life blindly. Foolishly hoping for purpose to come and find me in the depths of the